Okay, let's start the video. If you haven't watched the latest video on the Mega Man, please do watch that. And let's talk about some various tickets out there for New York Lottery. Please subscribe, donate, share, and like my video. Also watch and comment on my video. You can comment on my email, or you can leave comment under my videos. I'll try to answer them. Email me at hyperlinkster, no underscore, hyperlinkster@yahoo.com. hyperlinkster @yahoo.com for any game prediction or request, or you want to learn my lottery coaching guide, part 1 to part 18. Also email me for that. And part 1 will be the Dster reverse Dster system. You need to know the Dster and reverse Dster for part 1. Each month has a different Dster, a reverse Dster, and sometimes the reverse Dster will prevail over the Dster somehow, in some way. Both reverse Dster and Dster are unique system, even though they use a similar format. They are reversed because when you reverse numbers, they don't tend to have the same combination when you create the matrix. Some have more combinations, some have less combinations. Some have more combination in one quadrant, some have less combination in one quadrant. Quadrants do vary when you reverse the Dsters numbers. And also, the part goes up to part 18, which is Invincible numbers, and the number also with red numbers will be used. Why? Because try to use red numbers only instead of the whole Dster. And let's remind everybody that 24, 42, 47 was drawn in a single quadrant with one of digit used on these three combinations. Digit 4 was used to form these three combinations last draw. Also, again, as you can see, 29 was the arcing number for last draw. Now, let's get started on the tickets. Now, for lottery tickets, sorry about that, use a piece of paper. Let me see if I can get it straightened up. Now, this is a chart. It's called a multiplier chart. This is a multiplier chart. And sorry about that, my battery got low, so I gotta recharge my battery. This is a lottery chart for a various game. The top, it says 100 cash, so the 100 cash ticket was a $20 ticket, and we'll mention some of these tickets as we go along. And then we have 10 million black titanium, the $30 card, and you have 5 million Multiplier, which is a chart that people on the commenting that they were hitting. And let's get that chart started. And the importance of that chart. Okay, now let me see if I can get some of these ticket in. Let me get a piece of tape. Let me post the ticket up so you guys can see which ticket I'm trying to go and trying to mention. Sorry about that. And let's get some tickets going. It's called the 5 million Multiplier. So let's discuss this game. We'll be discussing the 5 million Multiplier. Let's see if I can get it up high. Yeah, I'm gonna have to block that for once. And here's the 5 million Multiplier ticket that we'll be discussing. And this game was a $20 game value game. Let's talk about it. Can win up to 100x. Multiplier are 5x, 2x, 10x, 50x, and 100x. Top prize is $5 million. So when they first made this game, they released $5 million on this game 5 times. So there's 5 top prize. So as you can see, 5 top prize has to be won in order for Jackpot to retire. So if they don't renew the game, these 5 Jackpot has to be won before the game can be retired. So if somebody won the first Jackpot doesn't mean there's no jackpot. Like there's 4 left, then 3 left, then 2 left, then 1 left, and then there's no left. That means when there's no left, they take the game back away. No jackpot. They cannot. Sometimes when you see the store still have the game, and they have no jackpot left, maybe then they take the game away from that store, but they start taking them away. And as you can see, they don't renew the game. So what game will renew? 100x got renewed. So can you get why it's 100 got renewed? You can see all these that I wrote down are multipliers for each game. The prize you can win from a multiplier, and you can see so far on these 3 games, 100x, 10 million black titanium, and 5 million mega multiplier. The 100x, the cash has the most multiplier combination of a prize. That means you can win with a multiplier and get a prize for 2,000 or higher. So any multiplier with 2,000 or higher, I have written down on the right side of the paper. So that means if you hit a multiplier, you have a chance to hit at least 2,000 more. And the highest multiplier with price amount over 2K, 100x. That means 100x has 12 combinations, about 12 combinations that has 100x or higher. That has 2,000 or higher with a multiplier 1. Any other game do not. So that's the first top game that has maybe that's one of the reasons that has been renewed. Sometimes they have old 20 die game. Remember the old 20 die game? The 100x of cash didn't get renewed. The green one. The other one, the other $5 million ticket didn't get renewed. The green one, the old green one. And what else? The Wild Bonanza multiplier didn't get renewed, but this got renewed because these has not only spread amount, they have good price amount with 2K or higher. That when you hit a multiplier, you hit at least 2K or higher. You have a chance to hit 2K or higher, not at least. You have a chance to hit 2K or higher. With the multiplier, they have 12 combination with at least 2K or higher multiplier. That will give you at least 2,000 or higher. So, sorry for confusing you. So they have 12 amount at least up or about. They have 2,000 or higher with a multiplier being hit. When you hit a multiplier, it doesn't mean you're gonna hit 2,000 higher. I mean, from doing the combination, there's a 12 combination of getting 2,000 higher with a multiplier. But it doesn't mean you're gonna get 2,000 higher. You can get 500, 600 with a multiplier also. And the multiplier for 100x are 100, 50x, 20x, 10x, 5x, 2x, and x. That's the only reason why it has more combinations with 2,000 higher multiplier, because they have a lot of multiplier. I'm not talking about one multiplier. 1x is not a multiplier. It's just 1x. So if you look at 2x, 3, 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x, you have 6 multipliers. Now for black titanium $30, you only have 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x, and there are 7 combinations with a multiplier and amount that will get you 2,000 higher. And amount, not just multiplier. For 100x, it's only multiplier, only one multiplier that will get you 2,000 higher. 12 combination. For black titanium, there's 7 multiplier, but all 7 multiplier don't guarantee you 2,000 higher. You gotta match another number. So, for example, look at number 7. $60 times 50x will give you 3,000 plus 2K will give you 5,000. So there's no 3,000 amount. Remember, there's no 3,000 amount, so you can get $60 times 50 on a black titanium for 3,000, but you can get 5,000. So 60 times 50x plus 2,000 will give you 5,000. But not my focus is not that game. My focus is on the mega multiplier. We're discussing those later on. The 5 million multipliers people are hitting on, they have a decent amount of odds. They have 9 combination with a multiplier that will get you 2,000 or higher. 9 combination of multiplier that will get 2,000 higher without adding a price amount. So if you look at the 5 million multiplier, look at the spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 spots. 10 spots. So when there are more spots, there are more numbers. So instead of having a 30, the highest number on 30 for Set for Life, they bring it up to 49, I think, for this game. So just they add 20 more numbers. When you have more numbers on top, the matrix go up higher. That's the rule of the game. And as you can see, highest is 5 mil. So you can have a coin that gives you 5 mil, or 2 games that give you a multiplier that with a multiplier of 100x or 50x. 2 games that will give you a jackpot. They have not done it before. They have done it on an anniversary $30 gold ticket. Remember that gold ticket? $30 ticket that they did a multiplier of a 50x times 200k, 200,000. That give you 5 mil. That give you 10 mil. I haven't heard that they are doing on these regular tickets. They did it on an anniversary with a 50x multiplier on a 200k that gave someone 10 mil. Now I haven't seen them doing it. Why? Because there's only 4 or 5 jackpot, and nobody's coming up to see that they hit a multiplier on these. Even though they have been one that had one on a multiplier. It was on an anniversary golden ticket, the $30 one back then. Now you can see the black titanium, the most on the 50k, after the 100 mil, after 1 mil, after 10 mil, black titanium only have 100k. So 100k with any multiplier does not give you 10 mil. So no go. Now if you look at Classical Cash, the second price is 200k. 200k. So if you have a 50x multiplier on a Classical Cash, that will give you 10 mil. So I haven't heard that the Classical Cash release a jackpot with a 50x symbol. I haven't heard. Maybe it's still out there. There's a couple of jackpots for Classical Cash. Maybe it's still out there with a multiplier. I haven't heard. Now for this game release, they release 5 jackpot. Normally, I think they release 4 jackpot on a $20 game. I don't know. You can go back and check. Maybe they release 5 jackpot. I don't know. Maybe they release 4 jackpot. And if you see, you can see that on a 100x symbol, you could win a 5 mil. Why? Because the second jackpot was 50k. I don't know if they purposely put a 50k times 100x symbol for 5 mil. Because if you do 50k, 50k has 4 zeros, and you add 2 more zeros, it's 500k, 5 mil. So 100x times 50k do give you 5 mil on this ticket, but I do not know if they release a multiplier with a 50x times 50k times a 100x symbol to give you 5 mil. I do not know if they do that. So if you get 100x, you have a chance of hitting 5 mil if they put a 50x, if they put a 100x symbol on and a price amount of 50k under the 100x, you have a chance of hitting 5 mil. No, I do not know if they do that, but let's hope they put that multiplier up there, because if they do that, it'll make this game even more interesting, because when you get a multiplier of 100x, you have a chance to hit that jackpot of 5 million. Let's hope they do that, because so far these are the only games that have a multiplier and a price amount that will add up to the jackpot of 5 mil or 10 mil. These are only 2 games, 5 million mega multiplier and 10 million Classical Cash. And as you can see, the second multiplier, 5k times 10x symbol, will give you 50k. And then after that, 2k times 10x symbol, 2k is 2000 times the 10x symbol, will give you 20k. So after 50k, it goes up to 20k. After 20k, it goes down to 5k. There's no 10k, so you cannot win 10,000. Don't even get a 10x symbol for 10,000. No 10,000. So for those of you mentioned that you can get 10,000, you cannot.